Welcome back to Galilee Talk Radio. I'm your host, Rick Testarossa, and with me in the studio is the man of the moment, Jesus of Nazareth. He'll be taking your calls all morning. Mr. Nazareth, thanks for joining us.
That's quite all right, Rick. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, who's our first caller?
Hi, morning, my name's Jimmy Obbin.
What's on your mind, Jimmy?
I'll tell you what's on my mind. I want to know what Mr. Nazareth has against small business.
I don't have anything against small business.
I'm a vintner. I produce wine. I've worked very hard to build up a reputation, a client base in Galilee, and I don't really appreciate you coming along and trying to ruin my business.
Ah, yes, Jimmy. Are you referring to the recent wedding that received quite a lot of press attention?
All of a sudden, this miracle worker comes over here and starts turning water into wine, just like that. A great party trick, but how am I meant to compete? This kind of nonsense threatens the whole industry. I'm just thankful he's not turning milk into ice-cold lager, or I'd be out of business.
Well, I really didn't mean to upset anyone. I was simply trying to...
Thanks for calling, Jimmy. So, Mr. Nazareth, do you hate local entrepreneurs? Do you plan to muscle in on the booze market?
No, certainly not.
Who do we have on the line?
Hi, Sally Kingsmill. I wanted to say I agree with the last caller. I think this guy has a real nerve. I run a cafe in the area, so when I hear there's a gathering of 5,000 people nearby, I figure I do pretty good business. But no, next thing I hear, this bloke's feeding the whole crowd with 5 loaves and a couple of fish. I didn't make a penny all day. Spare a thought for the bakers, the fishing industry.
Gosh, I'm really very sorry if I caused you any...
Next caller.
Yes, I wanted to ask Mr. Nazareth if he'd like to comment on his walking on the Sea of Galilee.
Well, that's a very good question, and I'm glad you asked it.
I work at the ferry crossing, and since you walked on water, nobody wants to use the service. They've all want to walk across. They've laid off 35 staff already, me included. You want a miracle? Try getting me my job back.
Oh, dear, well, that wasn't my intention at all.
And another thing, stop healing the sick. My son spent 5 years at medical school, and thanks to you, he's having to retrain as a gladiator.
Thanks for your call, Simon. Well, we'll hear more from the man himself in just a moment, but first a word from our sponsor, the Myrrh Emporium, where you get far more myrrh for your money.